If you learned early that being impressive was safer than being honest, let this be a place where you can stop performing for a moment. If love felt tied to results, achievement, or how little trouble you caused, these words are for the part of you that still thinks she has to earn it. You do not have to earn your place in this moment. You do not have to prove your worth by staying ahead of everyone else. You can let your body hear something different now. I do not have to turn every day into a test of my value. I can notice how quickly I start performing when I feel afraid. My worth does not rise and fall with my output. I am allowed to be a person before I am a performance. I do not need to be remarkable to be loved. It makes sense that doing well became a way to feel safe. That strategy helped me once, and I do not have to keep living inside it. I can be proud of what I do without disappearing into what I produce. I am not lazy when I rest. I am recovering from the habit of treating my nervous system like a machine. I do not have to stay busy to deserve my own respect. I can let there be moments with no outcome attached. I am allowed to be seen without immediately improving myself. I do not owe perfection to the people who only liked me when I was impressive. I can notice the urge to outperform and still choose to slow down. My body is not a project that must stay in motion to stay lovable. I can let silence exist without trying to fill it with competence. I am not in trouble because I am human. I do not need to be flawless to be safe in relationships. I can stop auditioning for the role of the one who always gets it right. My mistakes do not erase my value. My slow days do not erase my intelligence. My softness does not cancel my strength. I can disappoint the part of me that thinks every mistake is dangerous. I can breathe before I prove. I can pause before I fix. I can let a conversation be real instead of impressive. I do not need to edit myself into someone easier to praise. There is relief in not having to be the smartest person in every room. There is relief in not having to be the most capable person present. I can let other people be disappointed that I am not endlessly available. Their disappointment is not proof that I failed. I am allowed to be tired of always being the one who knows what to do. I am allowed to need help even when I am good at helping. I do not need to be indispensable to be secure. I can let my life become more honest than polished. I can rest without immediately turning rest into a task. I do not need to prove that I deserve the break by collapsing first. I can stop measuring my safety by how much I get done. I do not need to keep raising the bar just to feel worthy of my own attention. I can let my effort be enough even when it is not extraordinary. I do not need to be exceptional to deserve compassion. I can let someone know I am tired without turning it into a presentation. I do not have to hide my exhaustion behind competence. I can be respected without being impressive. I can be loved without being useful in the exact moment. I can let the part of me that fears mediocrity settle down. I do not need to outrun ordinary life to deserve a good one. I can choose depth over constant display. I can choose presence over performance. I can let my body learn that being seen as I am is safe enough. I do not have to keep earning my place by being the first, the best, or the fastest. I can belong even when I am slowing down. I can let myself be ordinary without feeling erased. Ordinary does not mean invisible. Ordinary can mean peaceful. I am learning that love is not a prize for winning. I am learning that my presence is enough, even when nothing is being achieved. I can leave room for needs that have nothing to do with performance. I can ask what I feel instead of what I should do next. I do not have to rush to be the answer. I can let there be a version of me that is unpolished and still worthy. I am not failing if I stop striving long enough to listen to myself. I can let my life be measured by aliveness, not only achievement. I am allowed to be loved on the days when I do less. I am allowed to be loved when I am not the best. I am allowed to be loved when I am still learning. I can let my body learn that safety does not have to be earned through overwork. I do not have to outrun my own tenderness. I can come back to myself without proving I deserve the return. I do not have to perform my healing to make it real. I can let this be quiet. I can let this be honest. I can let this be enough. I am enough without the performance. I was always enough.